Basically, we want to start a business actually, because employment, what we get employment, is it's just something that your employer gives you to forget your dream. So when we want to start a business or something enterprising business, an idea has to strike you, idea has to strike you, and that idea will basically come from anywhere. It will come from anywhere. Anything means you have to have that creative mind. If you don't have that creative mind, you will not find ideas. Ideas will not come from heaven, and ideas are not foolproof. Also, people think that you should have a foolproof literature of some business, then you will start a business. No, business, you have some basic concept, a very rough sketchy concept, and you begin with that one. You just jump over and start. It's like jumping from the building without having a wings. You jump, and now in the middle of the building, you realize that if you hit your head, you will die, and you look for a wings. And that is how you have to start a business. Jump start. Jump start. But that can happen. You can really do a good startup when you are very young, because at 20s, at 20s means you finish your graduation by 25, and by 30s or 25 to 30, you work something, you gain some experience, you learn from your boss. Actually, the first thing actually you are supposed to choose is a good boss, not a good salary. But here the choice is different. I'm getting this much, that much, I work here. If you become a small part of a big engine, suppose you work in a Microsoft, or you work in a Google or somewhere, and you work in a big company, you will be given a small task to handle. Means you will be given one small task. Means you will be a small screw in a big machine. But whereas if you join a small enterprise, small entrepreneurship, there you will be a big part of a small machine. Means you will learn how to manage that machine. At the end of the day, you will be an inevitable part, an indispensable part of that machine. So that is important, right? If you don't become that one, then you will be happy with being a big small part of a big machine, where you will get the salary, but you will not know what is happening in your head, what's happening in your toe. Your just job will be to digest the food. You are doing the job of a stomach, and you're just, so you don't know what is happening there, right? It's very simple. So you cannot focus on very ideas and then do something creative, when you are in a big machine. So you try to join a small firm. Don't look for the salary. Try to learn business. Try to learn business. Try to learn what's the nitty-gritty, what are the ingredients they are using. Then you can build. Actually, people always want a new ideas. There is nothing new in this world. Including our language. It's an ancestral gift for us. It's over the period of time people have developed language. Over the period of time people have developed skills to read and write, skills to build technologies. We are developing by copying one after learning something, means what others have done, then we go ahead with it. Means we go. It's the development actually is just, means this world is maybe some billions year old, and we are just developing inch by inch. We are becoming humans, more humans, and now from more humans we are going to being more machines with AI and all that's coming up. So it's dangerous actually. People, I don't know how far people can imagine, but AI will one fine day be a very dangerous thing that you can just realize if it's not used audaciously, if it's not used with great caution. So that's look for an idea, jump into business, do anything. What we do is we try this little bit and here try. Just have patience for some time. You start a business, try to learn about that. Have patience, because immediately nothing will work like a miracle, right? One guy, he wanted to take out water in his field, and he digs here, a little bit, and he didn't find the water. He goes there, digs there, there also he didn't find water. He digs 4 or 5 places, and there's no water. So he went and he asked his father, Father, I dug 3 or 4 places, water is not coming. So what to do? The father advised him, you did a wrong thing, whatever time you have wasted digging all these 5 holes, if you had used that energy to dig one hole, you would have reached the groundwater. The groundwater would have come, because you try here and there, you don't achieve anything. So whatever you have, little idea, jump over that, start it, and focus. Be innovative. Put whatever you can, then really that can make a business. So focus has to be there. Without focus, if you can do one thing in a very perfect manner, that will create a grandiose, like there's one app, InShot, in India. That's a very popular news app. It's a very simple thing, It got clicked to him that he was just reading a newspaper. The newspaper was very lengthy, It was too lengthy. He thought, why not, I have a summarized small newspaper in 60 words, or news in a 60 words. That's all we need, We don't need what's happened, what's the comment given by this one, who commented what. We just need what's happening around the globe, being informed, So he started an app, a news channel that's InShot, and now it's worldwide popular, because people don't have time to go through a long set of newspapers. They just browse through the InShot, small news, and then they become they are well informed, So that app is really doing great, and they can run advertisement. They can charge the monthly rental fee or login fee, whatever, and that's how they make money, So that's how the ideas will click. So for that reason, we'll have to be very inquisitive, very creative, very always trying to understand what others are doing, why they are doing, how they are doing, So when you try to understand, you can really garner something will strike you one or other day, And you should not be stressing that I should have a complete information to start. No, start with whatever rudimentary ideas you have, Whatever rudimentary ideas you have, you put into the business, put in the ideas, start working, Over the period, the ideas will become clear, and you'll see the broader way. Means whenever you drive, you don't see at night. If you drive, you don't see the complete pathway, right? Whatever the headlight will show you, that distance you travel, and again the headlights keep on shining. You go up, you continuously drive, because you see that certain portion of the distance, right? And that's how it is. The focus is very important. And focus is important. Hard work is more important. Means no one has done anything miraculous in this world without doing an hard work. Hard work is so important. You have to burn the midnight candle, If you just don't burn the midnight candle, you will not succeed. It will just be another failure story, because success won't come so easily, You really have to persevere. You really have to work hard. And when you really work hard, then every iron doors will open, Every doors will open for you, because you are hardworking people, open-minded. Don't give a shit, whether people will tell bad about you or comment anything about you. Unless you know you're right and you are trying to achieve something, go and give your headway, Go and don't give a shit to anybody around, because people are there to bog you down, People are there to tell you that you cannot do. People are there to show you problems, They will show you 100 problems. But if you have just one reason that it will be successful, pursue that reason. 100 reasons, 100 reasons that will fail, will not succeed. With one reason that you have that is positive and very strong, that you can make anything successful, That is very important. So that way you can really energize yourself, the world, because if you just look at an ideal situation, everybody will think that I don't have an ideal situation, I don't have money, I don't have educations, I don't have anything. No, people don't have anything. That's why there's a necessity to do business. That's why there's a necessity to be enterprising. That is why there's a necessity to give employment to people. Start with a good intent, good cause in your mind, that you will provide employment to people. You will provide you will contribute. You will be a good tax contributor to the country. You will do everything possible in your capacity, honestly, and build an empire. That should be there. You must be thinking, why I didn't do so much, because I was I started very late on this avenues. I realized very late that to do something about my mindset, something about the hard work, something about all these things. That is why I could not do a very great thing, because this all realization, came very late in my life, and by then I was already 40s. I have already reached 40s, and when you are in 40s, what is there is you have the parents, those are already aged, or you're one of the parents is gone like mine, and you have children to look after, your families to rear, and above all you have insecurities to live, because you are reaching 50, 55. By then you lose your strength, energy, and you can't work, and you need savings and all. You cannot gamble whatever you have, in business or whatever, and you cannot grow there unless you gamble with blind eye. You cannot actually succeed, actually. Means the amount of risks and the amount of success are directly proportional. So you can't take that big risks. So I'm taking risks, certain amount of risks, but I can't take this big, because I need security, because I have to raise my family, my parents, everything. I have all these things. So like that is the drawback of me. And I started quite late, of late, thinking all these things, and building that mindset. But whereas for a youngsters, you're just out of the college, or you're in the college, you can really think about this, really think what you can really start. Doing something, starting of something is one important thing. Without doing something, you will not reach anywhere without building a startup. Because even if you become a highly paid scientist, that payment will never be equal to what a good businessman will earn. A good businessman will earn in millions and billions, actually, if you can really have a very successful idea, simple and effective, small idea. Don't think that you have to build an empire. No, small idea, just a small idea. If you can just, I told you, like one small idea, like in short, that you just summarize the news and it will be an easy. That idea made a billions, right? A small idea. So one idea, if it clicks, you will do a wonders in life. So with that, I end here. Have a good weekend. Wish everybody a good and successful life. May everybody have a good idea, good business opportunities, and a good life ahead. Touch the